Adding to the growing list of exposure sites, a church in Northeast Vancouver. Someone from the church said that another church rents out space and was using it that day. The lengthy list includes other churches, offices, schools, and some heavy populated areas like the Portland Airport and the Moda Center during a Blazer game. The highly contagious disease is not going away.
Remember, it's 7 to 21 days before people start developing symptoms after that. So we have a number, you saw the list of exposure sites. We have a large number of exposure sites and a large number of unvaccinated people.
The early symptoms include runny nose, fever, cough, and pink eye, symptoms that are very common this time of year. Dr. Alan Melnick with Clark County had the measles when he was young.
And I remember being in bed for a couple of weeks with the blinds drawn because of the light sensitivity.
Schools are taking this seriously as well, not allowing students who aren't vaccinated to come to school, even barring visitors from gaining access unless they show proof of immunity. Melnick says if you do have measles symptoms, stay home.
Don't go out in the community, and certainly don't go to a doctor's office or an emergency department.
Finally, he leaves you with these 3 points.
It's an incredibly contagious disease. It's one of the most contagious viruses we have. It can have really serious complications, including pneumonia, swelling of the brain or encephalitis, and miscarriage in pregnant women. And it's entirely, completely, utterly preventable with an incredibly effective, cheap, safe vaccine.
Dr. Melnick says the county has already spent well over $100,000 since the outbreak began, and they figure by the time it ends, it could reach into the $1 million range. In Vancouver, Devin Haskins, KGW News.